show you a little principle that is pretty important if you fight from the bottom position, from the guard position. You may have heard that people say you should have pressure from the guard. So when you are on the bottom, you want to have pressure. It's an easy concept when you are on top, when you are on mount position or side control or scaffold. It's easy to create pressure, but there is a way of creating pressure even when you are on the bottom in the guard and the closed guard. And I want to show you today what is this principle and how you can apply it. Before we start, you have to understand that since we're living on this planet, gravity is a law that restricts every one of us. So your weight is always pulled to the ground. When you have an opponent, when you are in the guard position, you have two choices. Either your body weight is on the ground or your body weight is carried by your opponent. There is no other choice. You cannot flow or fly over the ground. The weight is always getting pulled to the ground, and you decide if it's on the ground or if it is on your opponent's body. The stuff I show you is pretty small in movement, but I try my best to explain what is important. So let me show you. Closed guard is the beginning. And when you look at this position, this is typical closed guard, I would say nearly my whole body weight is on the ground. You know, my lower back, my butt, my upper back, everything is on the ground. So if he stands up, you see, he pretty much no problem at all, because even in this position, most of my weight is on my chest, on my shoulders, going into the ground. He don't have to hold much. Why? Because there is no connection between my legs, between my legs and my upper body. That is a problem. So maybe some people say, okay, just pull with your legs, you know. So when he goes up, try to get up, and I pull with my legs, you get up, you can get up. You see, I'm pulling with my legs, I'm pulling, maybe it's a little bit more difficult for him, but still he can get up. Because usually the upward stand-up movement is stronger than my pull, which I do with my hamstrings and my hip flexors. So usually the upward movement is stronger. So what I really want to do is, I want to connect my body to my lower body to my upper body. That means I'm pretty close. You see my groin is pretty close to his body, and my lower back is straight. That means my tailbone is lifted towards the ceiling. So if he's now trying to pull me up, you see, it's really difficult for me. If he's strong, he can lift me up. You see, he has to, you see my back is up. This means my whole weight is in him, in his body. He has to carry my weight. Let's move it this way. You see, I'm not able to make myself heavier than I am, because, like I said, gravity is what it is. But I can focus my weight on one point, and in this case, one time, I'm here, he lifts me up. What I do is this. You see, my weight is here, and it's pretty difficult for him. You know, I'm a little bit in the air even. And so what I do is, I pull with my knees while my tailbone is in this direction. Let me show you something without a partner. You may know a technique called the gymnastic hollow. It's a technique that you use in gymnastics or in fitness training to train the stomach. That means you're in this position and your lower back is on the ground while your feet are up and your hands are up. You have no arch in the lower back. If you try this on the ground, you know, if you lay on the ground and put one hand here, you see that there is no gap, and you lift up this position, you can feel if you can eliminate the gap in your lower back. If you can do this, then you have the right connection, the right tension in the stomach muscles. And what you do then is you connect this, you know, you bring the tailbone up and you bring this down. This is actually the motion, not this, no arch, no hollow back, back on the ground, this. So when last time if he's in this position, I showed wrong. If I'm here, just laying, he pulls me up. You see, there's no connection. If I connect and pull to myself, that's what I want. Now if he lifts me up, pretty difficult. He carries my whole weight, and I'm pretty free. That means even without using my arms, I put my 95 kilos on his hip and pulling him down. So he's not free in his movement. That is a very important point. With this pull, you can do whatever you want. You can do all the techniques you know from the guard, but the pull is essential. If you're able to make your opponent carry your whole body weight, you are on a very good way to get a strong and efficient close guard.